I would like to discuss the most used phone by me this year, and that's the OnePlus 11. Admittedly, I was not too excited about the OnePlus 11 because I had a OnePlus 10 Pro. You lose 4K 120 and you also lose video out with this unit. But what drew me to this unit was dual physical SIM as well as dual SIM, so one physical SIM and eSIM, or you can just use eSIM by itself. So I have two physical SIMs in there. I have my work and my personal in the OnePlus 11. But this doesn't answer why I kind of gravitated towards this phone. It's simple. OnePlus has come back with probably one of the smoothest OSs outside of Pixel. And there's a lot of places where I see Pixel trip up that OnePlus doesn't. And I mentioned in my other videos that floating windows is absolutely clutch. So if you get a notification, so say for instance you're doing multitasking, you have two screens split, you get a notification, it'll pop up as a floating window. You can redock that, so if I grab this and drag it over at any time, I can go grab that window and actually interact with it. So those are the little things that I think have made ColorOS a beast of an OS. But the biggest reason outside of this being the quintessential device for me for business is the camera. So when I first learned about the camera, I was definitely disappointed because this is not as good as the Oppo Find X6 Pro. But one of the things that I noticed was they took their old sensor that they're very familiar with and upgraded to the 890. I think it tends to go a little too warm in auto, but you can control the white balance when you go into pro mode. But the big reason why I like the camera is integration. So as a content creator, you can have situations where you have a workflow. So in my studio, I have 3 full frame cameras. I used to have APS-C. I sold my APS-C, and my full frame are all driven by manual focus, believe it or not. But what I've noticed is with the Xiaomi 13 Ultra, the Oppo Find X6 Pro, the Vivo X90 Pro Plus, all year I talked about how they could be my B cam, and that was crazy. But what happened is Pixel's about to drop, and I started filming a lot of things on my older Pixels with my OnePlus 11 just because I had it in my pocket. And I was kind of stunned. And I also did a review for the TicWatch Pro 5, and I noticed that that footage from the OnePlus integrated really nicely. I can choose to grade the footage. It has a nice log profile on here that color grades real nicely. And I haven't even gotten to the point where I've done serious color grades, but I'm actually going to use this in a lot of positions where it's just easier for me to pull out my OnePlus 11 than my Lumix S5. But yeah, this is why for me the OnePlus 11 has stayed around so long. It's made me very excited for the OnePlus 12 because the rumor is that that camera system will be closer to what we got on the Oppo Find X6 Pro, which I personally think OnePlus should do. As always, if you have any questions and comments, leave them down below. And if you want to see other videos on the OnePlus, click here. And as we always say, with that, we're out.